Today we're talking about Remington Mccall, man. Remington Mccall, man. This guy, he's like a Chud the Builder. He's like, you know, these guys now, they figure they can make a living coming online disrespecting black people, saying all kinds of disparaging things about black people, and we can make a living for it. We can use all kinds of code words for W supremacy. We can do all those things, right? And this guy, he went viral for mocking Nolan Wells. Now we know that we had a bunch of black people that's in Mississippi that's turned up, drowned, and everything. But the biggest case is the Nolan Wells case. So he figured I'll go viral by saying some disparaging things about Nolan Wells. Well, it's kind of backfired on him, and now he's been fired from his job. He's whining, he's crying. But I want to talk about some of the things that Francis Quest Wilson taught us about the way that they think first, and then we'll get off into everything else.
Racism is a behavior system that is organized because people are a minority on the planet. They are a tiny minority of the world's people. The black, brown, red, and yellow people are the world majority. Not only that, people are genetic recessive in terms of skin coloration. You see somebody like who's white, if they have sexual relations with a black person, the product is colored. And there is the fear. Genetic annihilation, it existed in Europe, it exists here today.
After I went viral on Twitter and
this here. So this here is Remington Mccall, and he's talking about getting channels taken down, but he's whining and crying. He's whining and crying because he's being punished because they're not allowing him to say disparaging things about black people, right?
They took my TikTok down, and it seems like it's total shit then. And then I made another TikTok that didn't last very long. Come here, boy. And well, so here's my new one. Yeah, I don't know if they have me shadow banned. I don't know if they have my face just banned, kind of like I've seen them do sometimes when they show videos of Gypsy Crusader or Handsome Truth. They kind of just, I've seen a lot of videos of them just get taken down just because it's their face. So I don't know, maybe because I went viral, they put me in the AI.
Well, what did they go viral for? All of these people, what are they going viral for, right? They making America great again, right? Yeah.
Rhythm or whatever. I'm going to be trying to find other means of getting videos out there. But give me a follow. I hope all my old people find me.
But he's actually upset and mad because he can't say bad things about black people, and he wants to find other ways, right? But there's W folks out there. There's some W folks out there that's riders, and they're tired of W folks like them making them look bad, and they're calling this stuff out, right? They're calling this stuff out. They're trying to hold him accountable because they don't want to be looked at as racist, right?
Looking forward to seeing you all.
Let's go on a journey. About a month ago, a guy went viral for posting a video complaining about Muslim music in Walmart.
I don't know if you can hear, Walmart is playing Muslim music.
Yeah, Mr. Hate 88, which if you don't know, 88 is a dog whistle. H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. HH as in so. Anyway, the thing is.
So what he's talking about is they're using these short abbreviations for W supremacy. And he's a W connected. He knows who they are. And he's calling it out.
Is when you are an unlikable piece and then you finally get attention for something like a viral video, you are desperate to have that happen again. So you start doubling and tripling down on ways to try and get that attention, even if it's negative. And so his new move was to post a video about the tragic death of Noah Wells.
Yeah, we did it. We sure did do it. What you think? What you think we do when we take y'all young men camping with us? We know them boys don't know how to swim. You throw them in that water. We say, swim, boy, swim. Whoa, learn how to swim, boy. You can't do it. Yeah, they did it. Them boys did it. This is a damn tradition for us.
And he tried to act on talking about that was just satire. He was being funny. What was funny about that? This is the sadistic mind of a lot of these people. This is the way that they think, the way that they operate. What was funny about that? I'm trying to find a punchline in that.
Y'all be in there splashing and
screaming, I can't swim, I can't swim.
And it isn't just some random look at me one-off. He's been posting hateful shit like this for a while, like the video this frame comes from. Yeah, see, in my opinion, that leads me to believe you're potentially dangerous. So let's just get into this. It's Jacksonville, Florida. I want you to note this scar on his forehead and how it matches that one right there, that one being on Remington Mccall of Jacksonville, Florida. He has since deleted this LinkedIn. But you see that Clarion Associates right there, you don't have to reach out to them and talk to them about him because they already posted as recently.
They already fired him, but we're going to get into that.
We come to our attention that one of our now former employees posted a vile and racist video online. This employee was immediately terminated upon our knowledge of said video. And like we have established, it's many, many videos. But at least he did one that was loud enough that people went digging. So he lost his job. Also, he's divorced with a history of domestic abuse arrests. So he seems like a real charmer. But I'm making this video just in case there's...
You notice most of these guys, why you have the Me Too movement from so many W women of abuse, because they blamed us, the black man, as the poster child in the face of everything, right? SA assaults, abuse, murder, everything. We get, but this is the thing. The original Pirates of the Caribbean, the original Jack Sparrows, how could they commit all of these crimes that they've done to establish America and all of a sudden they just stopped doing it? All of a sudden they just turned it off. No, they are the original face of criminality. That's why you have so many women saying me too and separating from them. Because, listen, the history speaks for itself, man. It speaks for itself.
Anyone left in your life who doesn't know exactly what you are. So congratulations, Remington Lane Mccall. I hope your 15 seconds were worth it.
But the thing is, it gets worse, y'all.
Because this is going to follow you likely the rest of your life.
That are fans of Chud, but I need to clear up some things. Yes, I was in the Aryan Brotherhood. I did some extensive prison time. I am no longer a part of that organization, but I stood on it, as you can see, when I was. If I'm banging, I'm claiming you're going to see it all over me. I mean, that's just the facts. But regardless, as a former one, I'm not going to disrespect. I'm not out here to pick fights. They don't do that. They're not just an organization. They're just proud to be white. And that's okay. It's proud to be, I want you to be proud of you. Be proud to be black. Be proud to be Mexican. Everybody needs to be proud of their own heritage. That's how the world's supposed to work.
Just for educational purposes.
Now, listen, I'm going to show I want y'all to understand something. When they try to tell you that W folks are not educated in their history and story and our story, that's a lie. A lot of them know our story. They just choose to be racist, right? This W right here is about to break down the whole thing. I'm going to shut up and get out the way and let him speak. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let him speak.
Purposes only, not to throw any shade at anyone. I will actively support anyone who is trying to deconstruct and learn the work of anti-racism. In fact, I reached out to the creator of that video and said I would love to connect with him. The thing he said is that the supremacist organization was not racist, and I used to believe the same exact thing. I used to believe that we were just pro our people. We weren't anti other people. But white pride and white supremacy at its very core is anti-black, anti every other race. The 14 words are the creed, the motto, supremacy. The 14 words are, we must secure the existence of our race and a future for white children. The author of the 14 words was David Lane. David Lane was like one of the leading voices of white supremacy. He also wrote these 88 precepts, which was a manifesto that he wrote while in prison, which talked about racial preservation and one of the leading voice nationalism. The other thing that he said is that we should be proud of who we are. We should be proud of our heritage. He said, I should be proud to be white. You should be proud to be black, be proud to be Mexican. The problem is our identity, our heritage isn't in whiteness. White pride was birthed out of fear of the Great Replacement Theory, an existential threat to our very existence.
He's proving what Francis Cress Welsing just said. He's proving that about why they created in the first place was to preserve them because they knew that they was being bred out. Even when they was enslaving us and doing what they was doing to our women, they was still breeding themselves out. They was still they had guns, bombs, bullets, rockets, everything. We didn't need none of that. Our very biology and nature was breeding them out. They knew that. And that's why they created racist curriculums and everything else to make us see ourselves as less than. He's explaining this. Just listen. Take the emotion out.
It inevitably started marginalizing and oppressing other races. Black pride and brown pride was founded in surviving the oppression from white pride. Black pride was literally trying to stop the cultural and identity erasure of generations of people by white pride type of people. Back then, people didn't identify by whiteness. They identified by their nation of origin or their ethnicity, being British, Dutch, Irish, Italian. Some wealthy elite Europeans could count, and they realized that if they gave the poor Europeans a little bit of perceived social status by labeling them white, they would let them vote, buy land, sell land, enter into contracts, get married and get divorced, give them a gun and a badge, and let them lord over all the non-white people, and then they would do their bidding. They would sign up in their military forces and their police forces to protect the elite white people. This is why I say it's so important for us to do the work. We can't just say, okay, well, I'm not racist. I'm not a part of that anymore. We have to learn the work of anti-racism.
So this is a W exposing the culture of his people. Stop letting them tell you that they don't know the story. They do. They just don't care. Right? You are nothing. You are less than the gum beneath the bottom of their shit. But some of them are tired because they don't want their children being born or raised in this type of world. So they're speaking up and they're speaking out, right? But Remington Mccall, he now is speaking out because his livelihood has been shattered because of his own choices. His own choices. He chose to go out there and say the things that he said. So now he's feeling
so we can help other people deconstruct.
So as you all know, I've been doxxed. I lost my job this morning. Had to leave home. Everybody's fell at me. Now these idiots are wanting to get a judge involved because I'm a dangerous person, and now they want to try and do something about custody because I'm too much of a danger.
So he's losing his job, he's losing his children, and he's out here trying to look like Chud. He's trying to channel that same energy of Chud the Builder.
To be around children. All because of a video, clearly satire. I don't even, I might have a little bit of a country accent, not much, but I was using a country accent in the video. But I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to apologize. I'm just showing the ridiculous of it, the ridiculousness of it. They had the FBI reach out and all that, saying that I did whatever with Nolan Wells. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's satire. Yeah, it's mocking you because you're him. I don't know. So yeah, you want to.
He represents the consciousness and the thought process of many Americans across America. And when they see this kind of punishment, they just get real quiet. That's all. But they're still there. They're still your lawyers, your judges, your doctors, your everything, your police officers. They're everywhere. Your firefighters. They're all over the place.
Accuse these young men and try and have their life ruined while they're innocent just because of the color of their skin, because you hate them, because you're being racist.
Now we're racist where we've been accused of everything because of the color of our skin, but the minute it reverses back on you, you can't handle it. So imagine if you had to walk in our shoes since we for the last 500 years, right? But this lets you know that they have a chip missing somewhere in their brain. They have the inability to change. He will never change. He can't. It's just in his DNA.
And all y'all just so racist and shit. Y'all racist. Y'all just hate us for nothing. Y'all born like this. It's in your blood. Your parents teach you this. Blah, blah, blah. No, you can make us like this. You do it. Nobody else but you.
So now we're the ones that make them like that. We're the ones. We're all of a sudden he's blaming us. We're the problem, right? This is the way that a lot of these people think. And this is why I'm saying, like, man,
99% of parents, I'm pretty sure, teach their children that we're all equal, we're all human. The religious ones, like my parents were.
Now he's saying the religious. You can miss me with that small time stuff, because it's funny how y'all had the Bible and we had the Bible, and you still was lynching black people. You were still lynching black men in their military uniforms, babies, right? All these things, right? While y'all had the Bible and justifying it in the Bible. So that small time stuff ain't gonna work on me.
Jesus loves everybody. Everybody's your brothers and sisters in Christ.
No, they're not. Not based off of your teachings. You justified segregation. You justified the dehumanization of black people. You justified 3 little girls being blown up in the church, or in Ruby Bridges, the little image of Ruby Bridges and desegregation of schools. You justified this stuff. You justify saying that what happened to us was over 60 years ago. Let it go, and want to use now all of a sudden we're the problem. We don't want to accept your apologies. And now we're the racist ones because we have a preconceived notion about you based off of your history with us. All of a sudden, we're the problem. Oh, okay.
Nobody's tongue hate to you. You teach it to us. You radicalize people with your violence, with your racism, takeovers, and your trash behavior, and the violence you do.
So our trash behaviors and the violence that we do, not in their neighborhoods, but to ourselves, based off of what was done to us by your people. And now you get to be our judge and jury. This is what I told y'all yesterday about the psyche and the mindset. They believe that the only reason why you have anything in this country is because they allowed you to have it. So this is what I'm saying to you. You are nothing to them. This is the way that they view you.
Per capita in the statistics. Learn what that means.
You hear him? Listen to this man.
You lead in every crime.
No, we don't. Not at all. Not at all. Assaults, right? Larceny, everything. Essay assault, everything y'all lead in, not us. And you know what he ain't going to bring up? We also lead in 51% of all exonerations because of the way our image is tarnished in the media by people like you, right? Monsters like you. You can pull that small time over on somebody else, not George.
You praise the violence. You praise the thug culture. You have no morals. None. Zero.
And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. We're the ones that don't have morals, but the history is on our side about his people, right? He want to overlook that, and we're supposed to just get over it and move on because he said he's W and he say so. And you have these sellout black conservatives that run with that. Anything to make money. This man know who he is. He knows the way he was raised in the household he come from. You think that he just started talking like that yesterday? He heard his grandfather and great-grandfather and father and grandmother them talk like this. He heard them say this. This is why he speaks this way. But if you take the emotion out and you let them speak long enough, they show you who they are. And you think that he's a lone wolf? You think that he's the only one that think like this? Come on, man. It is what it is. I ain't got to say no more. I just put him up on the Summer Jam screen. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.